Today we're going to talk about the most important thing to consider when buying an audio interface, and that is I/O, inputs and outputs. There are a couple different types of inputs that we're going to be talking about today, and the first are preamps. Preamps are generally at the front, and they are generally combo inputs, which means they can accept XLR and TRS inputs. Preamps allow you to connect microphones, so if you have more than one microphone, you're going to need more than one preamp. Next, we have Hi-Z or JFET inputs. These allow you to connect instruments directly to the audio interface, like guitars or basses. Generally, audio interfaces combine the Hi-Z inputs with preamp combo inputs, but some audio interfaces, like the ones from Audient, will have a separate one. Generally, you won't find more than 2 of these Hi-Z inputs on a given audio interface. Next up, we have line inputs. Line level inputs allow you to connect line level signals that come from things like synthesizers or outboard gear. For example, if you had an external compressor or an external preamp, they would have line-level outputs. Next up is ADAT. These are generally only available on mid-range and higher audio interfaces. These allow you to connect multiple line-level signals from an external device, such as an external preamp. This allows you to have essentially room to grow if you decide that you need to include more microphones down the line in your operation. And the last input I'm going to talk about are MIDI inputs. So this allows you to take MIDI signals from, for example, sequencers from synthesizers or other devices. Well, that's it for inputs. Now let's talk about outputs. And by the way, if you find this video helpful, please hit like and subscribe. Drop a comment if there's anything that you want more information about or that you'd like me to make a video about in the future. For the outputs, it's much the same as the inputs, except instead, they're going out. The main difference is that you don't have any mic or Hi-Z level signals being outputted, generally speaking. Most audio interfaces will have at least 2 line level outputs. However, personally, I recommend that you get more than 2, probably at least 4. You need 2 to send to your speakers, very good. However, if you want to send audio out of your computer to a device like a synth, for example, anything that has sampling capabilities, or send it to an external device like an effect pedal or something like that, having more than 2 line outputs means that you can send these signals to your external devices without having to unplug your speakers and stuff, which is a big hassle. Anytime that you're plugging and unplugging things, I find you want to minimize that to keep you in the flow, in the zone. And next up we have MIDI outputs. MIDI outputs are particularly useful for sending MIDI information from your computer to a device, like a synthesizer for example, so that the computer will play the notes and you can use your hands to focus on turning knobs to get nice movement in the sound. And lastly, we're going to talk about ADAT outputs. ADAT allows you, just like the inputs, to connect to another device that supports ADAT. Generally, these will be things like headphone amplifiers, which will allow you to connect multiple pairs of headphones if you have different artists coming in. This is also useful for connecting to outboard gear like compressors or EQs if you have that. Well, that's all I have on my list. Let me know if there's anything important that you think that I left out in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.